We're just getting all of the bits and pieces together, everybody. So we'll be there in just a second. All right. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. We just put them on. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Woo! Hold on a second. All right. Oops. All right. Can everybody hear us? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear us. Excellent. Thank you, Teresa. All right. So we're here with Niro from Tamil Feast. And what are you going to cook for us today?
We're going to make carrot curry.
Carrot curry.
Yeah.
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 So what are the ingredients? What have you?
So I got nearly 300 grams carrot.
Yeah.
1 onion. I'm going to use half of that.
Just half?
Yes. And fennel seed.
Yeah.
And cumin seed, black mustard seed, and some dried chili. You can use if you get a fresh green chili also.
Yep.
And some
garlic. Yep.
And some curry leaf.
Curry leaf.
Yes. And
so this looks like it's fresh.
Yes, fresh.
So did you get that from a garden or?
Yeah, it's grow one of my friend's house. I got from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it okay to use the dried one?
Yeah, dry one. Yeah.
Would it be the same quantity or different?
No, we can use little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it was dried, would you
Yeah.
use less or more than this?
Yeah, that same amount. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And what's the last thing you've got there?
That's a turmeric.
Turmeric.
Yeah.
All right. Beautiful. So the these two here, fennel and the cumin, they look really similar, don't they?
Yes.
So you've got to make sure you don't mix those up, yeah?
Yes. Fennel always be going to be a little bit greeny color,
Yep.
and you can taste it's a little bit sweet.
Yep.
Taste.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So why did you choose this recipe today?
This is easy. So I thought first start a little bit vegetable, one veggie curries.
Yep.
So yeah, it's that's I choose.
So it's just it's pretty easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah, very easy, and you can eat everyone. So younger kids also, and all the old people also.
Yeah.
Like, so if you not that much chili, so they can eat anyone. So
yeah.
Normally we eat fresh carrot. So
yeah.
you add more spicy and aromatic and coconut milk.
Yeah.
So it will be giving more.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Yeah. So for little kids, if you just take a bit of the spice of the chili out,
Yes.
then it's basically good for everybody, isn't it?
Yes.
And what you were talking about before, you've got beautiful carrots here, but what else could you use if you didn't have carrots or?
This is basic idea. So curry is a different way we can cook. So this is my way and basic idea we're getting from today.
Yeah.
So you can add with a carrot, green peas, or potato, tofu, what do you have in leftover? Some vegetable. If you leftover vegetable in your fridge, you can add with this one. So you can create or you can modify your one different dish, different style curry. So
it's very versatile in that sense, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, just 1 second. I've just got to fix up something on the Facebook. All right. Hopefully that will mean. There we go. Okay. So tell us what you're doing here. You just got a pot out.
Yeah. So first we're going to pop up the mustard seed. So heat up the pot.
Yeah.
With some oil.
Yep. And what sort of oil are you using?
We're using canola oil.
So it could be just any vegetable oil or?
Any oil. You can use any oil.
Fantastic. Well, do you know this one doesn't work? I'll swap with you. Yeah. So obviously we're at the community house. Oh. I think it's that one. Is it that one? Yeah. All right. So how much oil?
So we can do, first I'm going to add the 1 tablespoon of oil.
Yeah. And how hot does the oil need to be?
I'm going to add 1 more.
Okay. That's kind of just enough to kind of cover the pan, isn't it?
Yes. You can start with the high beam, hot.
Yeah.
So first things you don't want to just want to add the mustard seed until we're going to wait until pop up the mustard seed.
Yeah. So sort of like popcorn, yeah?
Yes.
So you want to kind of get it hot so that the seeds start to kind of pop up and make little
Yes.
sort of sound, yeah?
Yeah. So meantime, we can chop some onion.
So how small do you need to cut the onion?
If you chop very fine mean little bit,
Yeah.
so you can cook quicker. We don't want to. You can finish your cooking quicker.
Okay. I always love to see everybody who comes in and cooks for us because they always like chop really, really quickly. And I'm terrible at chopping. If I chop that quickly, I'll probably take my fingers off. So just slice it?
Yes, slice.
Beautiful. So the seeds are starting to get a little bit, warmer. You can kind of see a bit of bubbling coming through.
So we're keeping on side on the
Yep.
piece, and we're going to clean up that crushed garlic.
Yep. So how many cloves of garlic do you reckon?
It's 6.
6.
Yes.
So you like it garlicky?
Yeah. If you
Me too.
if you don't like, you can add less garlic.
Yep. But your taste is about 6 for this recipe.
Yes.
Yeah. I am also a fan of garlic, so I feel like that's going to be the right amount for me. I always have to add more for most recipes. So is there a special type of garlic that you would use for this, or you're happy to kind of use any kind of garlic?
So any kind of garlic. Yeah. So now people are very fans use the organic garlic.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah. But it smells very fresh. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of a very fresh garlic, isn't it?
Yeah.
You kind of, I find like if the garlic has been sitting there for a while, you don't get that same strong flavor.
So now we can start to chop some carrot. So I'm going to chop a little bit chunk pieces.
Yeah.
So you can chop this way or the thin way also.
Into slices.
Yes, slices. If you chop this way, you can cook very quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one going to be a little bit crunchy. We're going to eat a little bit, crunchy. So it's a thinner piece of cooking very quicker. So the bigger piece, little bit half cooked. So it's different taste.
Yeah. So you generally like it a little bit crunchier then, I take it, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. If you're rushed, you can just slice it and it'll cook quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you can see the mustard seeds are starting to kind of cook in that oil a little bit more there. It's coming along. None have popped yet though. Niro's just turning it up a little bit, giving a bit of a shake. It's always exciting. So are there any kind of carrots that you need to use for this? Nothing special, just the general ones you get at the supermarket or?
Yeah, you can use any carrot.
Yeah. So in terms of kind of like this as a Sri Lankan kind of curry, would this be a common sort of curry or?
So we call carrot in Sri Lanka English vegetable in my village people because too hard to get and some season only we can get that and expensive also.
Yeah.
So now mustard seed start to pop up, so we can add some other.
I don't know if you can see those little popping up there. So, okay, you're adding the cumin seed.
And some fennel seed also.
Yep. So looking that, doesn't it look beautiful? And just giving it a bit of stir.
Yeah.
So going back to the carrots, so carrots are not something that you would usually find in Sri Lankan food because it's hard to get.
Yeah, it's hard to get because we are a tropical country.
Yep.
Some area grow, but in my village, you have to get.
Yeah.
It's come in a season.
Yep.
only.
So what would you use instead of carrots usually?
We use some other grown vegetable, same like tapioca.
Tapioca, beautiful.
Yeah, and we use sweet potato.
Yep.
So sweet potato we grow,
Yeah.
and also pumpkin we can put little bit
Yeah.
still away, but little bit. We want chop little bit.
Yeah. So what anything that's like a root vegetable like potato or sweet potato or I hope everybody watching at home can hear. There's a little bit of construction going on next door.
Okay, so now,
All right, so chuck those in.
yes.
So you could use sweet potato or pumpkin or tapioca if you're lucky enough to find it, if you're in the northern parts of Australia. But you can get it in some markets though, can't you?
Yeah, you can get the frozen tapioca.
Yeah.
One more.
One more. Have a look in here. It's looking good. Everybody at home, it smells beautiful. The smell of all the spices and the seeds is just beautiful and very, it's quite strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
So one last carrot. So how many did we put? How are we putting in altogether?
Okay.
How many carrots?
We put, 3. 4.
3, 4. And you can kind of see.
That's little bit curry leaf also.
Yep, straight in with the curry leaf.
Yeah.
And you just stir it around. You don't break it up or just the whole leaf.
Yes. You can add, I have plenty, so I add.
You don't like too many though?
Okay.
The curry leaf?
No, I like curry leaf. So
Yeah.
I have many, so I'm going to add more later on.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to add a little bit oil also.
A little bit more oil?
Yeah.
Why are you adding more oil?
So that otherwise you can cook the carrot. So we're going to cook carrot in oil.
Right. So it's sort of like it's not on a high heat, is it? It's sort of, what have you got, a
So
sort of medium?
Medium, yeah.
So it's not kind of frying it to make it crispy. It's just sort of braising it a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we not make it crispy.
Yeah. So how long would you stir the carrots for like this?
We're going to cook until a little bit soft now.
Yeah.
So then we're going to add the onion and garlic and chili.
Yeah. So we're just, I'm just repeating what Niro says just to make sure that you can hear over the construction next door. He's saying that you just cook them until they're a little bit soft. And then we'll add the onions and the chili. So you're just chopping up the chili here. So not small at all, pretty big chunks.
Yeah.
And leaving all of the seeds in.
Yeah.
And that makes it sort of extra hot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you don't like it too hot, would you just take the seeds out or?
No, you can put 2 instead or 3. You can take the seeds.
Yeah. They look really nice. So where did you get these whole chilies from?
One Sri Lankan shop.
The Sri Lankan shop.
Yes, so you can get now in all supermarket. So
Yeah.
You can, the all spice here we can get now for supermarket. So easy.
Yeah. Was there a time when it was hard to find those spices?
Yeah, before I think nearly 2-3 years ago, too hard to find out the spices.
Yeah.
The turmeric you can get in supermarket. Now
Yeah.
you can get. So I had the green chili, the red chili now.
Yep. So the chili's in there, giving it, just stirring it. Is that to kind of release some of that spicy chili flavor in there?
Yeah.
Well, everybody loves turmeric now, don't they?
Yeah.
In drinks, in
Now
kind of,
very popular turmeric latte.
yeah, exactly. It's hard to kind of, even in the chemist, they sell like the turmeric in the pills and stuff, don't they? Because it's really that good for you.
Yeah, we in our curries we use turmeric lot.
Yeah,
So all curries and every or cooking times we use.
yeah. Well, a lot of the spices that are in curries are really good for you, aren't they?
Yeah.
So turmeric is one of those ones that I've heard is really good for inflammation and, you know, I've heard gut health. I'm not sure how true that is, but like, yeah. And I know somebody was telling me about cinnamon, that cinnamon is really good for immunity and stuff like that too. But there's heaps of spices in,
And garlic also.
oh yeah, garlic is fantastic for colds and flus and those sorts of things, isn't it?
Yeah, I can add half of teaspoon of
Yep.
salt.
Beautiful. Everybody, the smell is amazing in here. It's so beautiful.
So the carrot, look, the carrot one side cooked a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
So you can see it's a little bit brown.
Yeah, brown. So now we can add the
Onions?
onions and garlic together.
Yeah. So you do that once it's browned a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you find that if you, do you taste it sort of a little later on and then go, oh, this needs more chili, or?
Yeah, salt. Salt we can taste later a little bit.
Yeah.
We need to add a little bit salt. And
it smells amazing. So now it's just sort of waiting for it to.
Garlic and onion cook.
Yeah. So how long would you cook it to make sure that the onion and the garlic is cooked? Until they're soft or see-through or?
Only a little bit soft.
Yep.
Because otherwise the garlic is very strong, you know, so a little bit cook.
Yeah. Yeah. So before you were telling me about how your market stall, because you've sort of worked with Tamil Feast and a whole lot of other people in terms of kind of your cooking, you're really excited to get back into the market and sell your Sri Lankan food again. Is that right?
Yeah. So I got very excited after the COVID.
Yep.
Starting the market store again.
Yep.
Yeah, end of this month, every Saturday I'm going to be there.
Yep. So that's going to be starting back on the 27th, is that right?
Yes, 27th.
Yeah, and at
28th, Saturday.
Oh, 28th?
Yeah.
And that's going to be at Joe's Garden.
Yes, Garden, yeah.
Yeah, that's so exciting. So people can kind of come down to Joe's Garden and try all of the food that you make, curries like this. What else will you be selling at your?
I'm making there one Sri Lankan street food.
Yep.
What? So I'm going to make. I'm not making curry there.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I'm make later.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
so what sort of street food would you get in your stall?
It's called Kottu Roti.
Yeah.
So it's a mix roti bread and curry and vegetables. So we cook on the hot grill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. So you cook it sort of like flat bread and then with vegetables on top or on the side?
We make a roti flat bread, then we chop.
Yep.
And that's the one ingredient, one. And second one, we make curry and we keep that separately, and also 3 vegetables, cabbage,
right,
and carrot.
Yep.
So then we cook, if you order one, so we have some roti bread and some curry and some vegetables.
Yeah.
We make on the hot grill.
Beautiful. So a little bit of everything with the roti bread.
Yes.
That sounds beautiful. And I didn't actually know that you sold your, it's the market is Joe's Market, isn't it? Which is just down the road near Ceres.
Yes.
So if most people who live in Coburg would know that know Joe's Market, which is just near the suspension bridge in Thornbury. What's the road there? Etna Street?
Yeah, Etna Street.
Yeah.
I put one half a teaspoon of turmeric.
Half a teaspoon?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at all of those beautiful spices and vegetables. It looks and smells amazing. So how long would you cook the turmeric for?
Just enough heat. The heat on the pan heat.
Yep.
That's enough to cook.
Yeah. So just a bit of a medium, stir it around a bit.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
Oh, so little
bit more curry of the curry leaves.
Yeah, curry leaves.
Beautiful.
And put little curry leaves. And finally.
So how much of the coconut milk have you got there?
Maybe
Quarter of a cup? Yeah. So we're just waiting for it to be right.
Yes.
And how do you know?
So the color and onions, onions, some are not too much.
Yeah, okay. So the onions need to be quite soft.
Yes.
Yeah. So on the 28th, you'll be back at your stall at Joe's Garden down near, just north of Ceres.
Yes.
Oh, that will be really exciting. And I did not know that. All right. So here we go with the coconut milk.
Yeah.
Just giving it a stir. And just turning down the heat. So it's sort of on low now, isn't it?
Yes, you don't want to cook too much coconut milk.
Yeah. So there's not a lot in there, is there?
Yeah.
So you don't want it to burn or to kind of evaporate too much.
Yes. So it's kind of a little bit dry curry. So if you want more coconut milk, you can add more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So if you add more, it's kind of just going to be moister and more juicy. So how long will you cook it with the coconut milk on that low heat?
I think that's done now.
That's finished?
Yeah, finished.
Okay, beautiful. So how would you eat this? Would you eat it with rice or would you eat it with something else or just by itself?
You can eat with rice. Normally, if I cook, I eat morning breakfast toast. I make toast and I eat some.
Just put it on toast.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
And otherwise, you can eat
any way you like.
Yeah. That's only.
All right. Well, let's put it on a plate.
You can taste. We should put some rice.
What do you think? Does it taste right?
Yeah. More salt.
A little more salt.
I think it's a little bit more spicy, so I can add a little bit coconut milk.
A bit more?
Yeah, because look like spicy too much.
A little bit too spicy.
Too spicy, so.
And the coconut milk will sort of bring back or take a little bit of the spiciness away if you put more in, yeah?
Yes.
All right, so how much more was that? About another quarter of a cup?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So it's a bit more kind of moist and...
Yes. It's think I'm going to taste some.
All right. What do you reckon?
Yes,
Yep.
it's a tasty curry.
Oh, fantastic. Is it done?
It's done. Yeah,
It's done. So that's done. All right. So we put it into a bowl. So that was really quick. I didn't think it was going to be so quick, Niro.
Yeah.
So this could be sort of something that you cook on a weeknight with, you know, you're going to cook for the kids, get something on the table really quickly.
Yeah, very quick. You can cook. That's a take time, chopping time only.
Yeah.
Chop time only.
So really, yeah, it's fantastic because it's so easy to do and so quick. And there's nothing here that you couldn't kind of get at the supermarket or, you know, your local kind of food store or something like that, is there?
Yeah.
All right.
You can taste and.
I am going to taste it.
What you think and yeah, we can add a little bit lemon.
Oh, yeah. That is really, really good. And I'm really glad that I learned how to make this recipe because I'm going to be making it a lot now. Well, thank you so much, Niro. That was really fantastic. Thank you for teaching us how to make your amazing carrot curry.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you down at Joe's Market.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, please come and see me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be making sure I taste a lot more of your food.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can
See you later, everybody.
see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.